Enlighten our minds and our hearts, and fill us and give us the gift of understanding as we listen to our teachers. Comfort us, Lord, when learning through these new ways becomes difficult. Let your Holy Spirit ignite in us the gifts of patience and openness when lessons turn hard. Strengthen, strengthen us when we feel tired and confused with this online learning. Inspire us with the gift of peace and joy in knowing that you are always with us. Amen.
Hello, 9H. Good afternoon. May I ask permission not to show my cam because I'm not feeling well. Okay, I have cough and colds at the moment. Okay, but you have to show your cam 9H so I can see all of you. Okay, let's continue. What did we discuss last meeting? Our lesson was all about. What's our lesson all about?
Ratios and proportion.
Proportions and similar figures. Okay, let's check our schedule 9H. So okay, we'll have our quiz number 3 today, and then on Friday, quiz number 4, and then LT2 will be on Wednesday. Okay, and then deadline of your PT for your blueprint on January 28th, and then your final PT is on February 4th. Okay, clear? Okay, so we discussed about proportion, and we know that proportion is the statement of equality between two ratios. And we also discussed the different properties, only 3 properties of proportions. And then moving forward to similar polygons, we can say that the 2 polygons are similar if there are 2 conditions, corresponding angles are congruent, and the corresponding sides are in a proportion. Okay, take note of the corresponding angles. These are the congruent angles between the 2 polygons. And then the corresponding sides, of course, must be in proportion. And the ratio that is obtained there, okay, for all sides should be constant, all equal, and that is called the scale factor of the, or the similarity factor of the 2 similar polygons. Okay, so let's have an example or more practice. Let's have this one. Okay, practice. Let's solve because we'll have our quiz after this. Let's solve muna this one. Okay, I want you to unmute your microphone. Do not use a chat box because it will take me time to open my chat box. Okay, practice because we know that the more you practice, the better you get. Okay, so everybody listen, full attention because you'll have our quiz later. Okay, given. Okay, this is a problem in your book and I think this is also a problem in your module. Given quadrilateral BANE is similar to quadrilateral BAIL. Okay, these two are both parallelograms. Okay, so you're given the angle at vertex V to be 100 degrees. VE is 4 units. BA is 2 units. And BL is equal to 1 unit. So determine the following. First, an angle congruent to angle V in parallelogram BAIL. What do you think is that angle which is congruent or that corresponds to angle V in parallelogram BAIL? Okay, you may unmute your microphone so we can move fast.
Angle B.
Angle B. Angle B has 2 angles there, Miles. Give me the specific name of the angles. Angle, because
Angle
there
ABL.
are, okay, angle ABL is correct. Okay, if there are 2 angles in one vertex, you have to indicate or name the angle using 3 letters. Am I clear? 9H. This is, you learn this from your geometry 8. Next, An angle congruent to angle L, which is an angle found in parallelogram VANE. What do you think is that angle that corresponds to angle L? Well, I'm a volunteer, so I'll be calling names at the count of 1, 2. If no volunteers, your names will be called. Okay, Jade, what's your answer, Jade? Angle BLI. BLI? Ano? What I mean is angle congruent to angle L, which is found in parallelogram VANE, angle EJ. BLI is an angle in the parallelogram BAIL. We're going to look for an angle in parallelogram VANE, angle E. Okay, next. Kanang naa sa gawas. Anong nasa gawas? Which one? What do you mean? Congruent man, congruent. Meaning to say they have the same measurements. Or you can look at the you can look at the letters in the given. Kanang VANE, BAIL. V corresponds to B. A corresponds to A. N corresponds to I. E corresponds to L. So muna yung notation class for similarity. Now give the following measurements. How much is the measurements of angle ABL? Using the given conditions. Wala magpataas sa kamot. I'm going to call anyone. Okay. Miles. Oh, no, mana si Miles. Let's have Mar.
100 degrees, sir.
100 degrees is correct because they are similar, di ba? Corresponding angles man si V o si ABL. Next, what is how much is angle E? No, knowing that the given is a parallelogram. How much is angle E? Let's have Sophia. Oh, Sophia.
8, teacher.
80 degrees is correct because angle B and angle E are consecutive angles and they are supplementary. Okay. Now, how much is the measurement of segment VA? How much is VA? So this time, class, you are asked to find for the missing sides. First thing first is you are going to find or determine the scale factor. What's the scale factor from VANE to BAIL? What's the ratio here?
4/1.
4/1, okay? Or from the small parallelogram to the big, it's 1/4, okay? So how do we determine the measurement of VA? VA corresponds to what segments in the smaller parallelogram?
LI.
VA corresponds to what? In the smaller
LI.
parallel LI? VA man, VA. BA, boy, okay? Ang VA corresponds to BA, okay? Since from big to small is 1:4, okay, you're going to multiply by 4, right? 1:4. So, how much is VA if BA is equal to 2?
8.
Okay, 8 multiplied by 4, di ba? 1:4 is equal to 2:VA. So, it's 8. How much is En? Up. 1:4 ang scale factor, Miles. Or 4:1. It depends. For this one, it's 4:1. Okay, but since we're solving for the bigger dimension from BAL, we can have 1:4. Okay, it depends on the orientation. Okay, next, how much is En?
What?
8 also, because it's parallelogram. They are what? Equal? They are congruent, right? It's parallelogram. You know how to solve for the VA. It's 4:1 is equal to VA is to 2. And that gives you VA equals 8. Next, what is a scale factor? It is, of course, a while uploading. 4:1. Now, this time, number 8, what is the geometric mean between VE and AB? Geometric mean is equal to the square root of the product of the two quantities. So we have to multiply first the values and then extract the square root. So what is now the geometric mean between VE and AB? Yes, Miles?
2 square root 2.
Okay, 2 square root of 2 because 4 times 2 is 8 and the square root of 8 is equal to 2 square root of 2. Okay, 9. What is the geometric mean between angle V and angle E? Angle V is equal to 100 degrees, and we know that angle E is equal to 80 degrees. What is the geometric mean? 100, multiply the two values, so divide 100 times 80, and then extract the square root. 40 square root of 5. Okay, correct. Again, you follow? To find the geometric mean, multiply the two quantities, and then extract the square root. Yes, Miles?
Teacher, pwede mag-answer yun sa ganikuha ang scale factor sa 2 parallelograms here.
What is the corresponding side of VE? To BL. How much is VE? It's 4. How much is BL?
1.
Oh, 4:1. Okay? You can no longer reduce that one to the lowest term. But if you can still reduce that one, you have to reduce. Okay? You have to take note of the given dimensions of the corresponding sides. Usually, naman na siya sides na corresponding na ay known values. Dito ka mag-start sa imong scale factor. You follow? All the other dimensions are maybe unknowns. But usually, nagi na siya corresponding sides which are given. So from there, you can determine the scale factor. Okay, this one, find the missing values. Okay. Find X and find Y. We had this last meeting, so let's review again how to solve for the missing quantities. Last time we have 4 ratios. We only have here 3 ratios. So how do you find for X and how do you find for Y? Some of you can answer this mentally.
25x.
25cx. How about the Y? Twenty-four.
24?
Okay, yes, correct. Okay, you solve it separately. First, you solve this one, right? Then the second one you solve For the y, you have to solve this one. Okay, and then we were solving this one last time during sa atong variation. Okay, how do we solve this one? We may use conciliation, right? 40 divided by 8 is 5. Then cross multiply, x equals 25. We had this during our variation topic. How about the other one? 5 over 8 equals 15 over y. Okay, you can cancel this one. 15 divided by 5 is 3. Then cross multiply, you have y equals 24. Lisod class, dili na. We already had this one last time. Okay, copy mo na. Please try to remember this one because we will be using this again in lesson number 4. Okay, this one. Okay, this is a recollection of your lesson in grade 6. Ratio and proportion. But we will be using the consecutive angles of a parallelogram. The measures of the two consecutive angles of a parallelogram are in the ratio of 12:13. Find their measures. So how do you solve this one? Mata-mata? Pwede po siya. How do you solve this one in grade 6? How can you give me the answer? But some of you can still remember how to solve this one. This is not new to you. Sorry class ha, because gaya mo singos ko sa kong kuan. Codes. Okay. Idea? Yeah. Marinelle. Bessie Marinelle. Can you answer this one, Marinelle? You forgot already? Blah. Forgot na ha. Wala ano. Wala retention. Okay, here there are... Yes, Marinelle?
Wala ka ba na, sir?
Kakabalo? Wait. For example, na ako'y 5 ka-apples. Okay? So, if I will give 2 to Miles and 3 to Marinelle, say ratio. 2:3. 3. One is a constant nga ratio. If I have 15 apples now, how many, then this is the ratio. How many will go to Miles and how many will go to Marinelle? Para ma-maintain ang ratio nga 2:3. 10 and
5.
15 ha? 10 and 5. 2/3 man. 15 divided by 5. 15. Ha? 6 and 9. Okay. So, going back to our lesson. So, you have a ratio of 23:13. Determine the total number of parts. 23 plus 13 is equal to how much?
30.
There are 36 parts. So you're going to divide
At
the
30.
total number of degrees. Okay, if you have consecutive angles in a parallelogram, what is the sum of the two angles?
May ulit naman siya sa 360 to
Ha?
30, 130.
Pila? Pila man ang
180.
sum sa dua? 180,
180.
di ba? Okay. So, 23 parts of 180 will go to the first angle. 13 parts will go to the second angle. So 23 over the total number of parts is equal to the unknown angle over the total angle. And to solve for the other one, 13 parts over the total number of parts is equal to the second angle over 180. That is one solution. Or the elementary way of doing this one, 180 is our total number of degrees, right? Divided by, how many parts are there? 23 plus 13 is 36. How much is 180 divided by 36? According to your calculator, it's 5. So 5 per part. So 23 times 5. That will be your one angle. Another one is 13 times 5. That will be the second angle. How much is 23 times 5? According to your calculator, it's 115. And this one is 65. So the total number of degrees to check should be equal to 180 degrees.
Teacher, medyo nalibog ko. Sir, nag-i-add ang 23 over 30.
Voting number of parts ratio man siya. For example, how many boys are there in your class? How many boys are there in 9H? There are 8. How many girls? How many girls? 20. So 8 over 20. Muna sa inyong ratio, di ba? So kung add mo tanan 8, 8 og 12 di ay 8 og 12 to 20 ang tanan total. You're going to get the total part. Laka, you forgot this lesson? Di ba? Kung mag-ratio ka, kung mag-ratio ka, you're going to add the 2 para makuha nimo ang total number. Because kanang ratio kay part naman na siya, part. 23 of 36 and 13 of 36. So sa 9H, there are 8 is to 12. So 8 over 20 ang boys, ang girls kay 12 over 20. Munang parts sa fractions kibali. Part of the boys and parts of girls. That's why we are going to add this one. Did you get that one, Miles? You have to get first the total number of parts. It's kind of a ratio. And then use this as your total number of parts. Then as your divisors, total number of whatever is the condition given in the problem. It's time to go to your quiz. Okay. Proceed now to your SILID RLN, LMS for your quiz number 3. Quiz number 3, proportions and similar figures. So it's quiz time. Please show your camera. Please read the problem carefully. Answer only what is asked in the problem. We're absent. 18, 2 are not here. Marinelle, no camera. I'm going to check class if you for those who are showing their camera. Huh?
Dili ko makita, sir.
Cannot see you, be? Ako sa ipin. Ay, okay. Can... Oh, yan na. For a while. Okay. Kate. Ko pang ipin para makita. Okay. Avoid lang tag-use of background 9H para other classmates will have no difficulty in using the Meet. Marinelle, avoid using background. Makaduwa mo sa bandwidth good. And then ay difficulty mong classmates pagsulod. Iza, can you is that a background or ano? O pwede wala background para dili mag-lag ang other students. Mar, no camera. Jade also.
Tsahina yung internet karon siya tigaulan.
Yeah, that's why I asked your classmates to remove backgrounds. If possible, do not use backgrounds. Ian. Candy also. This is only for documentation, huh? But do not force yourself to open your cam. Just want to record those who are not showing their cam. Okay, thank you, 9H.
Excuse
I
me,
received. Yes, Miles.
i-recheck pa ning question.
Of course, I will have to recheck because some of you are using equations in answering, and then the pluralization of the answers. I have to recheck everything every time I check your quiz and LTs.
Very true.
Okay.
I entry na ningalan ako sure na disappear akong past that quiz 2 sure o quiz 1
Na disappear? No, because I think nag-disappear na yung nag-special test sa inyo, ha? Kung na nag-special test, no, na-disappear man.
nawala
Diba?
lang
Tanan,
akong
everything,
quiz 1
ang
o 2 lang.
quiz 1 o quiz 2, na naman ang results. Basta na-restrict siguro siya, ano. Let me check muna kung kasi nag-special test. Kaya usahay, pag may mag-special test, ma-restrict siya. Let me check muna. Okay, it's already 3:36. I'm going to check muna that one, Miles, ha?
Yes, true.
Okay, naman ang result, except for those who were absent. By the way, Musor Ramos
Yes, sir.
and Madera, see you after, what is your last period?
Music, sir.
What time? What is your dismissal time?
4:30,
Today.
teacher.
4:30? So see you
Yes,
at
sir.
4:35.